Mist, what lurks beyond the glass. The morning after a violent storm, David Drayton surveys the damage to his home in the small town of Bridgeton, Maine. Fallen trees, shattered windows, and a ruined boat shed hint at nature's fury, but something far worse is brewing. Along with his young son Billy and their aloof neighbor Brent Norton, David heads into town for supplies, unaware that the real storm is still gathering. As they drive, a strange mist creeps in over the lake, swallowing the landscape like a slow, suffocating wave. At the local supermarket, shoppers go about their business with the jittery energy that follows a night of chaos. But the uneasy normalcy is shattered when a bloodied man stumbles inside, screaming that something in the mist took his friend. Moments later, the store is engulfed by an eerie white fog, so dense it devours everything in sight. Panic ripples through the crowd as people realize the phones are down, the power's out, and they're trapped. When a brave group of volunteers ventures into the haze to fix the generator, a horrifying creature, part insect, part nightmare, drags one of them away in plain view. Screams erupt. Rationality fractures. David and a few others scramble to barricade the windows as enormous spider-like tentacles test the glass. The mist isn't just weather. It's a living, breathing death trap. And it's closing in. Tensions skyrocket as factions form. On one side stands David, calm under pressure, urging practical action. On the other, Mrs. Carmody, a religious zealot who seizes the moment to preach divine punishment and Old Testament wrath. Her sermons start as whispers, but soon her influence grows louder, fed by fear and desperation. The longer the mist lingers, the more her following swells. She claims blood must be spilled to appease God, and people begin to listen. Outside, the monsters grow bolder. Enormous bugs with barbed legs smash against the store's windows, stingers pulsing. When a man tries to run to his car, he's ripped apart by unseen horrors. Everyone sees it happen, but no one can look away. The reality of what waits beyond the glass becomes impossible to ignore. This mist is a veil between the known and something ancient, savage, and merciless. As food runs low and tempers flare, the atmosphere inside the supermarket becomes as dangerous as the creatures outside. When a young soldier confesses that the mist might be the result of a government experiment called Project Arrowhead, he's handed over to Carmody's mob. They beat him, they stab him, they sacrifice him to the mist like a lamb to slaughter. And when the creatures don't immediately attack, it only emboldens her mania. David, horrified, begins to plan an escape. He knows staying put is a slow death sentence. With Amanda, Ollie, and a few others, he decides to make a break for it. As Carmody whips her followers into a frenzy, calling for more blood, Ollie pulls the trigger and ends her reign with a single shot. The group seizes the moment, pushing past the crowd and out into the unknown. The world outside is unrecognizable, dead quiet, except for the occasional screech from the mist. Their journey to David's car is a gauntlet of horror. Webbed corpses, monstrous silhouettes, and a school bus turned mausoleum. One by one, they fall. Ollie is torn in two. The school teacher is stung to death. Only a handful make it to the car, trembling and bloody. They drive, hoping for rescue, but the mist stretches endlessly in every direction. Gas runs low. Sanity begins to slip. With no clear way out and surrounded by death, David makes a gut-wrenching decision. He uses the last bullets on those he swore to protect, his son, the survivors, saving the final shot for himself. But the chamber clicks empty. He stumbles from the car screaming, daring the mist to take him, but it doesn't. Instead, it retreats. Out of the fog, tanks roll in. Soldiers emerge. Flamethrowers clear the road. Rescue has arrived, moments too late. David collapses, wailing, his soul torn apart by the cruel timing of fate. The supermarket is revealed to be secure, its survivors rescued. The creatures vanish with the retreating mist, but the damage is done. The mist may lift, but the scars remain. In the end, it wasn't the monsters that broke them. It was the slow, merciless erosion of hope. The final image is seared into memory. A man on his knees, howling into a quiet sky, surrounded by salvation he can no longer accept. And from that silence, the mist watches, still and patient, knowing it has already won.